uns ja schon mal alleine anmoderieren. Was machst du eigentlich?
Das ist eine gute Frage. Das ist eine sehr gute Frage. Was spielen wir?
Gott.
Unavowed oder The Shivah?
Wir fangen doch einfach The Shivah an, das wolltest du doch eh machen.
Ich wollte beides machen.
Wir fangen doch einfach The Shivah an. Ich glaube, das kommt sowieso als erstes, oder nicht?
Das ist eine gute Frage. Letzten Endes ist das aber auch vollkommen egal. Weil die storytechnisch nichts miteinander zu tun haben.
Wir fangen einfach irgendeinen an.
Ich fange The Shivah an.
Ich moderiere. Achso, nee, ich dachte, an Moderation bin ich kurz weg. Läuft das Stream schon?
Ja, schon länger.
Ja.
Ein Nicht-Jude kam zu Rabbi Moshe und fragte, warum beantworten Rabbis alle Fragen immer mit einer weiteren Frage? Und Rabbi Moshe antwortete, warum nicht? Der Nachthimmel über Manhattan wird niemals irgendwelche Preise gewinnen. Die wenigen sichtbaren Sterne erschienen einsam und verzweifelt. I could relate.
Lies doch einfach auf Englisch vor, Mann.
Wolltest du nicht kurz weg?
Was? Ich doch nicht. Was?
Ich konnte verwandt sein. Nein, das heißt was anderes. Ich hab eine Verbindung damit gespürt, irgendwie sowas. Manchmal ist die Grenze zwischen Errettung und Verdammung eine verdammt enge. Ich wusste nicht mehr, auf welcher Seite ich stand. Es gab welche, die sagten, ich hätte kein Recht hier zu sein. Sie könnten richtig liegen. Ich bin mir nicht mehr sicher, was ich tue. Aber ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, ich weiß, wer ich bin. Und wir fangen ein neues Spiel an von erstmal hallo und willkommen zu The Shivah, wieder von Widget Eye, die auch schon die Blackwell-Reihe gemacht haben. Es begann, wie so viele Dinge, mit einem Lied.
Adon Olam Asher Malach Baterem Ko Yitzir Nivra Lied Nasa Vachel Sokol Atzai Melech Shemo Nikra.
His final note faded off into the near empty synagogue, unheard by anyone. Nun, für mich sieht die Synagoge sehr leer aus. As I had hundreds of times before this, I got ready to speak. And as I had hundreds of times before this, I began to wonder why. Ja, warum?
Thank you, Cantor Kaplan. Today in my sermon, I'd like to discuss suffering. Why do bad things happen to good people? Wherever there is pain or oppression or poverty, The question is always the same. How could God let this happen? Is God as good as we think? Can he, in fact, do evil? Maybe, on occasion, he even enjoys inflicting pain.
I took a good hard look around my world. And then it hit me.
No. I can't do this. I'm sorry.
Rabbi?
You heard.
Huh? What?
Go home, Mrs. Raymer.
Is it over already?
Yeah.
Rabbi Stone, wait! You can't just stop.
Sure I can. Just watch me.
But
It's over, Josh.
you can't mean that.
Look, you're a good kid. You've got a good voice and a good future. Don't let me hold you back. Now do a mitzvah and call Mrs. Raymer a cab. Goodbye, Josh.
Ethical dilemmas have plagued religious leaders since the dawn of time. Ja, zumindest die, denen das nicht vollkommen egal war. But morals don't mean crap without the personal experiences to back them up.
Leave me alone. Services are canceled. Go away. I said go away. Leave me alone, I said. I repeat, services are canceled. Fine, I'm coming.
I had come across this quote some year ago and had decided to have it printed and mounted on the wall. It read, "If statistics are right, the Jews constitute but 1% of the human race. It suggests a nebulous dim puff of stardust lost in the blaze of the Milky Way. Probably the Jew ought hardly to be heard of, but he is heard of and has always been heard of." It reads, "This is to certify that Russell Elias Stone has been granted the title of Rabbi by B'nai B'rith Yeshiva on the date of June 23, 1970. Oh Mann, warum haben die nicht den jüdischen Kalender genommen? My diploma von B'nai B'rith Yeshiva.
Has it really been 30 years?
Ja, wir sind also im Jahr 2000. Na, dann gehen wir doch mal zur Tür.
I thought I told you to go home.
Rabbi Stone, there's someone here.
Tell him to get lost. There's no service tonight.
No, it's a cop.
Huh?
Detective Sam Durkin, Midtown South Precinct. Could I talk to you for a few minutes, Rabbi Stone?
Und damit wissen wir jetzt auch, dass wir tatsächlich im selben Universum sind wie die Blackwell-Reihe. Denn auch hier existiert Sam Durkin. Antworten wir doch mal.
Is there some sort of problem, officer?
I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
Fine. Josh, take a hike. So, what can I do for you? I assume you're not here to convert.
Are you familiar with a Mr. Jack Lauder?
Should I be?
I'm asking the questions, Rabbi.
Fine. Let me think. Lauder. Oh.
You know him.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about him?
He used to belong to this congregation.
Used to, but not anymore?
No. Left about 8 years ago, I think. What's this about?
Have you had any contact with him since?
No, I haven't. Care to fill me in here?
Do you read the papers?
Und auch da antworten wir natürlich wieder.
Who has the time?
So, you're not aware, Rabbi Stone, that Jack Lauder has been dead for 3 days?
I did my best to control myself. I knew this man's type. His eyes scanned my face like a barcode reader, trying to read every telltale sign of emotion. Any flicker, any twitch could be used against me later.
No.
Does that bother you?
Should it?
Answer me, Stone.
No.
So, you and Mr. Lauder weren't close?
No, we weren't. What's the deal, Durkin?
I've seen Lauder's will. He left you a significant amount of money.
He left me money? Is this a joke? Are you joking with me, detective?
No, I'm not joking.
How much?
I don't have the exact amount, but somewhere in excess of 10,000.
Bull.
It's the truth.
Jack wouldn't give me bubkiss, let alone $10,000.
And why is that, Rabbi Stone?
He just wouldn't.
Huh. This temple's in pretty sad shape, isn't it, Rabbi?
Well, you're not blind, that's for sure.
Can you afford the repairs?
Do I look like I can afford it?
I'm just asking.
Oh, you're just asking? Well, I'm going to ask you to leave. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Rabbi Stone,
Get out of my office.
listen.
No, you listen. I know where this is going, and I don't like it.
I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, you're a real mensch. Get out of here.
Fine. I'll leave, Rabbi Stone. But I'll be back.
Yeah, I bet you will. Putz.
Rain beat an irregular staccato rhythm against the window. But I could only hear one thing: Jack Lauder. Jack Lauder. The name pulled a cork in my brain, letting loose old thoughts and memories that fought and struggled for supremacy. Jack Lauder, it was more than just a name. Ja, der Voice-Aktor vom Detective nimmt seine Line offenbar während eines Fallschirmsprungs auf. Das klingt zumindest so. Ich weiß auch nicht, was das jetzt soll, aber ich hoffe mal, das wird im späteren Verlauf noch besser. It was a link to a time when things were simpler, a time when I thought I had it all figured out, a time when morals and ethics meant something, a time before it all turned to crap.
I need to think.
He claimed I needed to join the 21st century and connect with the community. Josh has been bugging me to start using it. I suppose now was as good a time as any. If only I could remember what Josh shows as my login and password. Da müssen wir wohl noch mal ein bisschen gucken. Russell Elijah Stone.
Has it really been
History and Harry Camel. My collection of rabbinical texts, prayer books, Judaic history, and Harry Camelman novels. Just bills, lots of them. What was I going to do with them? Pay them? A small crawl space used to store old records. This window afforded me the thrilling view of the deli across the street. Das ist doch mal was. Common Yiddish words. Mensch, a helpful person. Yenta, a busybody. Das Passwort ist Yenta. Hello, Rabbi Russell Stone. Please choose an option below. Dann lesen wir doch erstmal unsere E-Mails. Musseltoff, welcome to Roughnet, New York, the newest way to bring Jews together as a community. Our features are small but growing. Here's a list of what we currently offer. The mail feature allows you to send and receive email. The search feature allows you to search our data archive of Jewish news, events, and members. Everyone needs a laugh. Check out our joke feature for the best in Jewish jokes. Hello, Rabbi Stone. I set up your account for you. Hopefully it will work out okay for you. You can change the password if you want. Most people choose things like their mother's or their wife's maiden name, but I thought this was appropriate. Cantor Josh. Dear Rabbi Stone, I have been a loyal member of B'nai Ben Zion for many years, but I can't bring myself to listen to your dark and gloomy sermons any longer. Times are tough enough for us Jews without you rubbing salt in the wound. Goodbye, Lisa Schwartz. For the best games and entertainment, visit www.whatshouldIgames.com. And yes, that is absolutely true. Rabbi Stone, I'm sorry, but my family and I can't attend your services any longer. Your last few sermons have upset the children so much that it took several hours to calm them down. What happened to you, Jeremy Brooks? For your network protection needs, contact Tomo. Final notice. Due to continuing non-payment, your electrical service will be terminated if the overdue debt balance of $525.67 is not met by April 21st. Contact your office if you have any questions. Rabbi Stone, I have tried to have faith in you, but it's obvious that you are becoming increasingly more unbalanced. You call yourself a Jew? Our people need leaders. Regretfully, Sarah Applebaum. To Russell Stone. This is to inform you that your account is currently $1,839.43 into its overdraft. As you are aware, your account only has $1,000 of overdraft protection. Please submit the difference of $839.43 to us within 7 days, so as to not damage your credit rating. Dann hören wir uns doch mal ein paar Witze an. Moshe was talking to his psychiatrist. I had a weird dream recently, he said. I saw my mother, but then I noticed she had your face. I found this so worrying that I immediately awoke and couldn't get back to sleep. I just stayed there thinking about it until 7 a.m. I got up, made myself a slice of toast and some coffee and came straight here. Can you please help me? He explained the meaning of my dream. The psychiatrist kept silent for some time, then said, "One slice of toast and coffee? Do you call that as breakfast?" Oh man. Martin Lewis converts and becomes a priest. He gives his first mass in front of a number of high-ranking priests who came for the occasion. At the end of the new priest's sermon, a cardinal goes up to congratulate him. "Pastor Lewis," he says, "that was very well done. You were just perfect. But next time, please don't start your sermon with fellow Goyim." Oh man. Medical experts from London have published a paper that concludes that Seder participants should not eat both chopped liver and churros. The research shows that if they do, it can lead to cirrhosis of the liver. Okay, ja. Das, Jack Lauder found. Jack Lauder, contact information und Garment District Murder. Jack Lauder, 100 Jane Street, apartment 4E. Jack Lauder of Beth Tikva was found dead last night in his Midtown office. Victim of an apparent assault by person or persons unknown. We at RevNet express our sympathies to Jack's friends and family. Ja. Nein, das steht garantiert mit H hinten. Beth Tikva Synagogue Contact Information. Beth Tikva Synagogue, 321 W 82nd Street, Chief Rabbi Amos Selig. Ja, okay. Der ist mit seinen Kontakten auch noch bei der Synagoge. Amos Selig moved to New York in 1963 with his wife Carol and his dog Dodger. Since then he has been one of the most prolific rabbis in the city. His wife and dog are gone now, but Beth Tikva remains one of the strongest centers of the Jewish community.
Wow, Rabbi, what was that all about?
Didn't I tell you to go home?
Come on, Rabbi, I have to know. Who was killed?
Josh, what did I tell you about listening at my door?
I wasn't, Rabbi, honest. You were just very loud.
Huh.
So who was killed? Was it that Lauder guy?
Do you think so?
Yeah. Who else could it be? I heard you talking about him.
Huh. We must have talked very loud.
Well, yeah. So who is he?
An old member of this congregation.
Ah, that's too bad.
Yeah, well, it happens to the best of us.
Are you going to pay a Shiva call?
I don't think there will be a Shiva, Josh.
Why?
Shivas are for Jewish families. Just forget it.
All right, if that's what you want. I guess I'll go now.
Yeah. Good night, Cantor.
Night, Rabbi.
$10,000. $10,000. Less than 20 minutes ago, I had accepted defeat. The bank was going to foreclose on the property, and there was nothing I could do. Jack's money changed all that. The B'nai Ben Zion's synagogue could remain open. I wouldn't have to see my life's work turned into a shopping mall or a parking lot. Well, with nobody coming,
Has God answered my prayers?
that age-old question: what is the work of God, and what is the work of man? The money was a boon, there was no doubt about it, but it was blood money, and I couldn't believe God would work that way.
I don't like it. Not one bit. Why, Jack? Why me? Why now?
Warum du jetzt von ihm erbst? Nun, ganz einfach, weil er jetzt gestorben ist. They say God helps those who help themselves. And I had done absolutely nothing to get this money. I didn't trust it. Suddenly, the cantor's words came back to me.
A Shiva call. I can't just barge in unannounced. But I can pay a Shiva call. It's the only way.
Right-click and hold to show all items on screen. Oh. Nice. Smatcher would love to break open a bottle of Kiddish wine. I didn't think it was appropriate.
Ja, cool. Das kennen wir doch sonst nur von Dedelic fast.
A color photograph of a B'nai Ben Zion youth grow picnic. It was taken over 15 years ago. Most of those kids probably had families of their own by now. Nun, dann besuchen wir doch mal die Witwe, die wir nicht in unserer Kongregation haben wollten. Sturdy, dependable podium, perfect for pounding during less successful sermons. This cabinet was converted into a makeshift Torah ark after the last one was stolen in 1996. Klaut sowas. The cantor's lectern contains his prayer book and song notations. Dann gehen wir doch erstmal zur Lauder Residence. Doch dieser Screen kommt uns doch wahrscheinlich irgendwie bekannt vor.
Mrs. Lauder?
Yes?
I heard about your husband. I came to pay my respects.
Exakt die Wohnung von Emil,
you knew
einschließlich
Jack?
des Stuhls.
Yeah.
Some time ago, yes.
All right, come on in. I'm sorry, you look so familiar, but I can't place your face. What is your name?
If I wanted answers, she'd have to know who I was. This required tact. Da sind wir einfach mal
My
ehrlich.
name is Rabbi Russell Stone. Your husband used to be a member of my congregation.
Oh, I remember now. You have a lot of nerve coming here.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you're sorry, are you? I'm so glad to hear that. Jack would love to hear that you are sorry.
He knows already, Mrs. Lauder.
Too late, Rabbi, too late. What do you want?
Was denn
I
nochmal
just
direkt?
want to talk about Jack.
Talk. Just came by for a friendly chat. Is that it? Oh, stop it. Just stop it. I don't believe this. You threw us out of your temple 8 years ago. And now you drop by for a visit?
It wasn't like that.
Well, what was it then? Can you tell me that?
It
Maybe
was
this was a bad idea.
exactly like that.
Maybe you're right. And yet you're here. Why?
Accusatory.
The police visited me today.
Did they?
Yes,
What did they say?
that I'm suspect number 1.
Really? Well, that would make sense. Who else has a motive except for the rabbi who hates us?
I'll let that slide.
Whatever. Jack hated you. That's enough.
Mrs. Lauder, if he hated me so much, why did he leave me $10,000 in his will?
That's impossible.
I said the same thing.
Jack wouldn't do that.
It's a crazy world.
How do you know for sure?
The police told me. I have no love of the police, but I doubt they'd lie about that. Mrs. Lauder, if Jack hated me so much, why did he give me so much money?
I don't know. This makes no sense. None of it does. Who would kill Jack? He was a good man.
Yes, he was.
Don't you start. You have no idea.
The police have no other leads?
Aside from you? No.
How did he die?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Well, I suppose I'm curious, and I'd like to help.
Help? Why would you want to help?
I don't know. Maybe
I feel guilty. Ja, solltest du.
Maybe I feel guilty. I can't take Jack's 10 grand without doing something to earn it first.
Why not? Why shouldn't a rabbi play at being detective? You want to investigate, Rabbi Stone? Be my guest.
I'll have to ask you some questions about what happened.
Can't you just ask the police?
They won't talk to me. I'm a suspect.
Fine, fine. Ask whatever you want.
You've covered up the mirror.
Yes, it's what you are supposed to do, right?
Well, yes, but
I know. I'm not Jewish. I'm probably doing it all wrong, but it feels right. Is it right, Rabbi?
it's perfect.
Thank you.
Sind wir doch einfach mal nett zu ihr.
How did Jack die?
He was shot right in the head at close range, according to the police.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Lauder.
He was in the showroom, working late. That's all I know.
What business was your husband in?
We were in business together. Fashion design, high-end casual wear, shirts, blouses, slacks. I'd design and he'd sell.
Was the business successful?
We did all right. It was tough at first, but things have been picking up over the last few years. We sell to mainly boutique stores, but Macy's has bought several pieces from us, and Saks was interested.
And what happens to the business now? Are you going to run it by yourself?
I guess I could, but not right away. And definitely not in that same showroom.
I can understand that. Where is your showroom?
Why? Do you want to have a look?
It can't hurt.
Oh, this is crazy. Do you really want to do this?
Yes.
Sure, if you want to have a look, go ahead. Just because trained police officers couldn't find anything doesn't mean a rabbi can't. The building is 1407 Broadway, room 903.
What is the name of your business?
Charming Fashion Company.
Charming.
Yeah, it's a strange name, but it has meaning behind it. It's based on my family's name, Sharma, and it sounds like charming.
I get it. Real cute.
Sharma? Sharma? Warte, sprechen wir gerade mit einer jungen Nishanti Sharma? Nee, das kann nicht sein, das passt nicht. Das passt zeitlich nicht.
How are you holding up, Mrs. Lauder?
Fine. As well
Dafür
as
wäre
can
der
be
Detective
expected.
jetzt viel zu nah am Alter von der anderen Reihe.
Can
Yeah.
you tell me about your company again?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Oh,
I'm going
no.
to leave. I'll see what else I can discover.
Thanks, I guess. Rabbi Stone,
Yes?
about 8 years ago, could you just tell me why?
Were you and Jack happy?
Yes. Yes, we were.
Then my reasons don't matter.
Charming Fashion im Garment District. Natürlich. There was a photo of Miss Lauder with a post-it note reading "Don't forget anniversary flowers." Paints, markers and random junk adorned the shelf. There was a poster of some blank-faced woman in a hat. Designs for some sort of skimpy sundress with some others attached. This design board was the only spark of creativity left in this deserted showroom. I didn't know much about fashion design, but it looked like a skirt, or maybe a large shirt. A dressmaker's dummy. I wasn't that desperate for a larger congregation. Ach komm. Clothing rack was empty. I suppose Miss Lauder took everything away. Oh, aber damit können wir tatsächlich interagieren. Oder auch nicht. Na ja, gut. Okay, das das ging schneller als ich erwartet habe. Mal in den Ledger. There were a lot of personal checks written out to a Joe DiMarco. I wonder who he is. Goldberg and Weisselbaum seems to be an accounting firm. I recognized the name, it was a clothing store. Evidently they bought products from Jack and paid for it properly. All cut and dry, there was nothing unusual here. I recognize... Grayson Sportswear. A clothing store. The payment went out to a shipping company, which shouldn't be unusual. Joe DiMarco, Motor of Broadway, Goldberg and Weisselbaum. Joe DiMarco. Bin Tikva sounded like the name of a synagogue. Und das wissen wir bereits. from Ethan G. Ethan, that must be an oversight. I'll look into it. Hello, partner. I got those shirt designs done. I sent copies out to the factory to get fit samples made. And guess what? I got them. Spent an hour on the phone with Tillicharge, but I got the tickets. Orchestra seats too. I'll meet you at the office at 6. No excuses this time. Love, Ray. Ray Shri. Gott. Natürlich, for all your network and protection needs, contact Domo. This is strange. The rates do seem unusually high. I'll look into it. Mr. Lauder, how are you? Your goods are packed and ready to ship. Wire us the funds and we'll get it on the next boat. Kenny. Your instinct was right. Something isn't right with this deal. All the wire transfers lead to different places and nobody answers the phone at any of them. My accountant's sense is tingling. Don't panic, Jack. I'll get to the bottom of this. See you at Temple tonight. E. The fit model cancelled again? Can she be any more useless? Okay. We'll just have to find someone else. Don't forget we're having dinner at the Goldwaters tonight. Love, Ray. Raj? Ray? Ach, was weiß ich, wie man den Namen ausspricht. Trouble. Call me. Now. We need to talk. Okay. I got you into this mess. I'll get you out of it. I'm meeting with JDM tonight. Do not write him any more checks until you hear from me. If he wants to play hardball, he picked the wrong guys to mess with. JDM? A rotten deal? This was worth looking into. Mr. Lauder, how are you? We are still awaiting payment transfer from you. Your goods are taking up space in our warehouse. Please submit the money ASAP, or we will be forced to liquidate them. Kenny. To Jack Lauder from Raffnet Admin. The following message was undeliverable. The reported error was subscriber erst no does not exist on Raffnet. Oh Gott, hat das N und das O vertauscht. Message is as follows. Hello, Rabbi Stone. It's been a while. I hope I got the correct email address. No doubt you are surprised to hear from me. I'm not sure why I'm writing either. I often think about what you said. It still angers me, but I can understand your motives. You looked at us and said nothing is worse than when Jews turn their back on each other. I can still remember that look in your eyes, sheer contempt, like we were the worst sort of scum that ever crawled out of the ocean. I love my wife, Rabbi Stone. She is my partner in everything. I regret nothing, that is, except you. I hated you. For years, I hated you. We both did. The temple with a rabbi who was willing to marry and tried to forget about you. But when I found myself in trouble and in need of guidance, I could think of nowhere else to turn. You called me a traitor once. Do you still feel that way? I've seen traitors. I've seen Jews turn on their backs on other Jews. I've seen Jews turn their backs on other Jews. It's not pretty. It's awful. I'm not like them. I need something to drink. I am not like them. Time has cooled my hatred. Has it done the same to you? I need to speak to you. I feel like I'm 12 years old again, preparing for my bar mitzvah and needing help with my Torah portion. I know I didn't marry a Jewish girl, or go to the temple every week, or keep kosher, or do any of the many things we're supposed to do, but I always have known that I was Jewish. Is that enough? I'm not a traitor, Rabbi. I have never forgotten I'm Jewish. Jack Lauder. Well... Joe DiMarco, JDM, that had to be it. Jack Lauder received urgent emails from an Ethan G. to find more about this person. There was several personal checks made out to Joe DiMarco. This reasons just... Na gut. Dann gehen wir doch mal zur nächsten